taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Herbert now. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Chargers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 41.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's got another one to Johnston. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This duo locked in. 14 yards there. And a first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
On second down, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves... And
this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cartwright. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Childers, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with 4th down and 1. They go with Jacobs, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Herbert, quick pass out wide. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw on third down, Cartwright. And that will be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's taken to the 26. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. That's taken at around the 40. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now, start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 49 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Here's Jacobs. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Raiders.
What a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Hey, go Lion.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Cartwright. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Down the left sideline. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Now the extra point try forthcoming. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A final shot before break. Cartwright airing this one out for Evans. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Jacobs going to try the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Cartwright. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. His carries tonight, they're getting up there. So maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Cartwright. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 17-yard line. A gain of 22. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cartwright. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And quickly they get to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 24-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Cartwright. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Carlson on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Hey, Ray. Hey, easy. We'll go forward. Go.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 107 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On 2nd down now. Childers, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And Kamara with a call on 1st down as he works his way forward for a gain of about 6.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Play action. It's Herbert. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
5-9, 5-9.
Herbert throwing again. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the move to his left. Runs through the contact. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cartwright. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up 3rd down.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock, with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful. They've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
The Chargers, they're going to continue on in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching.